It bills itself as a futuristic megatropolis where residents will live in an 110-mile-long skyscraper, a floating city, and a high-tech mountain resort. Artificial intelligence will predict what residents need. They'll be whisked around at hundreds of miles an hour by high-speed transport that hasn't even been invented yet. The Saudi Arabian city of Neom will have its own digital currency, and citizens will be constantly monitored by facial recognition cameras to manage the city's power and waste resources. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has said he wants to make the project his pyramids, a $1 trillion paradise in the desert. But to others, it's a dystopian nightmare in the making. These are the uncomfortable claims facing Neom. Neom will be built in a region of Saudi Arabia called Tabuk, which sits across the Red Sea from the Egyptian holiday hotspot of Sharm el-Sheikh. Bin Salman selected the spot after landing his helicopter there, and it is set to be built over 10,000 square miles of desert with 100 miles of coastline. Top shelf designers have been hired, including the people behind the looks of Guardians of the Galaxy, The Dark Knight, Blade Runner, and World War Z. Money is almost no object, as MBS hurls mountains of cash at the project, demands daily updates, and offers US executives tax-free million-dollar salaries to relocate and work on the project. The only sticking point is the 20,000 people who still live there. Horrifying new details are emerging about the fate of 3 Saudi tribesmen who were this week sentenced to death for trying to object to construction on their land, according to human rights group Al-Qist. Atala, Ibrahim, and Shadli al-Hawaiti will be executed after being arrested in 2020 for trying to resist eviction from their homes to make way for construction of the megacity. The tribe has occupied the land since at least the 16th century, and their ancestors fought with Lawrence of Arabia. Their brother, Abdul, was shot dead by Saudi special forces in a confrontation after he criticized their compulsory eviction on social media. Witnesses believe it was an extrajudicial execution, and this video shows the ensuing confrontation between the Hawaitis and Saudi security forces after Abdul's death. The Saudi state is notorious for its brutal repression and has carried out 122 executions this year, including a mass killing of 81 people in one day for holding deviant beliefs. The preferred method is beheading by sword. Now, claims have emerged that Shadli al-Hawaiti has also been tortured after going on hunger strike in a notorious prison where women's rights activists were tortured as well. And bin Salman's brutal evictions and repression only look set to get worse as he tries to complete the first phase of the Neom project in just 3 years. It will be composed of 3 main areas. Trojena will be a high-tech ski resort in the desert. It will feature year-round artificial snow, apartments built into the mountainside, a huge concrete artificial lake, a huge mirror cave that is billed as a portal connecting the digital and the physical, a ball-shaped monorail to whisk people around, and the world's most advanced health clinic. It boasts it will offer unique, human-centric experiences in a world-class destination that blends natural and developed landscapes. Oxagon will be a floating city on the Red Sea. Half of it will be built on land, while the other half extends around an automated seaport, which it claims will offer a new paradigm where people, industries, and technology come together with nature. And finally, the centerpiece of the project is the Line. It aims to be a 170-kilometer long, 500-meter high, mirror-plated skyscraper that stretches from the coast far inland. A high-speed transportation system will take residents from end to end in just 20 minutes, traveling at a speed of 360 miles an hour, the project claims. It's believed this refers to Hyperloop technology, a concept that is yet to be proven in the real world. There will be no cars in the Line, and services such as power and air conditioning will be run by artificial intelligence, which will use facial recognition technology to track residents. Vegetables will be grown vertically from the sides of buildings and autonomously harvested by robots to be taken to community canteens. Residents will pay a subscription for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Needless to say, the constant surveillance would provide the Saudi secret police unlimited opportunity to root out subversive activity, such as residents fighting for women's rights or consuming alcohol. Critics also question whether any of these ideas will ever be achievable, let alone by bin Salman's ambitious deadline of 2030. The Saudi leader is a sci-fi fan, so whether or not his vision of the future is a high-tech utopia or a hellish dystopia, it's quite likely it will never become reality.